इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन की कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Good afternoon, one and all. We welcome you to 122nd episode of Business Opportunity Chai webinar series. Franchise India is Asia's largest franchisee and advisory company. We have helped international and national clients, brands to expand their business with us. We advise our potential business buyers to select the best brand for them. Franchiseindia is a platform and we do not endorse any particular brand. We welcome our panel member, management team of Franchiseindia, Mr. Gaurav Maria and Sonia Chaudhary. Both are hosting this particular webinar. They'll be sharing their advice, their suggestions and feedback with each one of us. And today we are presenting you brand Kota Talent Academy, which is known for its model, and they are ready to expand their business pan-India. Sponsored by the Kota expert, and we have qualified and experienced faculty of Kota Talent Academy talking about their brand. Thank you so much, Mr. R.C. Kunal, Dr. Nishikant Kumar, Dr. Ashutosh Mishra, and Mr. Singh for joining us today. And today we are talking about your brand. So thank you so much once again for joining us. We are ready for your business idea. Thank you so much. Mr. Singh, you can share your screen. Mr. Singh, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Archana. And thank you, Gaurav Maria sir and Sonia madam for giving us this opportunity to interact with potential investors, potential partners. And next 45 minutes or so, we'll be talking about the great opportunity in the coaching industry. I will start the presentation and I will talk about the prospects in this great Indian coaching industry. And then I'll be followed by Dr. Nishikant Kumar. He will talk about Kota and the unmatched Kota pedagogy. Then Mr. R.C. Kunal, who is heading the franchisee development and support, will talk about the KTA model and the offerings. And then we'll have a discussion forum wherein Mr. Bishwa Singh, he is the chief strategist of the company. So he will talk about the queries which you have, he'll address it, and also he will add knowledge to the offerings of the company. So when we are talking about this great Indian coaching industry, the survey shows that India's test preparation market, which not only includes the uh, board examination preparation, but also those of examination entrance examinations like IIT, JEE, medical, and CAT entrance, CLAT, etc. It's growing at a rate of 16% CAGR, and it's worth 7,650 crores. ASSOCHAM has done a study on this, and as indicated by them, 87% of the younger students uh, and up to 95% of the higher grades go to private coaching institutes. Over 86% of parents think that they are ill-equipped or they lack time to teach their children on their own. It has also been studied that middle-class parents have been spending more than 1/3 of their monthly income on their wards' private tuitions. So these figures basically illustrates the immense potential in this sector. India is poised to take the advantage of the demographic dividend. It has entered into a 37 years period where this change in the demography will definitely support the Indian coaching industry, because the facts again says that India is poised to have the youngest population in an aging world. Medium age in India is just 29, which is comparatively very low when we are comparing it to that of China and US, where it is 37. In Western Europe, it is 45, and in Japan, it's 49. So we have a very young populations ahead. And India accounts for nearly 30% of the population from the age group under 18 that goes to the school. And with about 500 million people aged below 25 years in the country, the expenditure on education and the test preparation is bound to grow. So what we are witnessing great impact in this coaching segment, and it is growing very fast. So we'll try to see as to what are the reasons behind it. What are the factors or what are the drivers which has resulted in this industry to show such an exorbitant growth. The exam anxiety among the students to excel academically is a major attributor. Exam phobia, what we call, right? So the student does not want to take any kind of risk. What we see is that the major chunk of the students who take up these coaching institutions, they are appearing either for their board examinations or maybe for entrance examinations for the professional courses. So they does not want to take any chance, any risk, right? So they rely on the coaching institutions for their success. Another reason is the factor of peer pressure. Now, peer pressure is something which is forcing the students and even the guardians to send their wards to coaching institutions. They feel that these coaching institutions are the means to magnify the grades of the students. Another reason which is being seen is the unsatisfactory level of teaching in schools. Now, this may be actual reason or maybe a perceived reason as well, but definitely this also adds to the reason behind the growth of this industry. In the coaching industry, what we also find is we have very passionate, impressive, and engaging teaching style of teachers. In Kota, we find that some teachers are like stars, right? There is a huge fan following. And just because of their style of teaching, which is very different, which is very attractive, it also encourages the students to go for the coaching institutions. Regular assessment facility is also a main advantage, and it also fosters the growth of the coaching industry. This is what is lacking in the conventional education system. Another reason is the streamlined notes or to the point notes, what we call as study materials, which are framed specifically keeping in mind the exam syllabus. So the students can get focused as per the requirements, right? They don't need to go for haphazard study. Sometimes we also see that the availability of teachers round the clock to attend the students' problem also is a major attributor, right? Because the many of the coaching institutions, even we provide students a platform wherein the students can reach out to us 24/7. Another reason that we have witnessed is that some school teachers also recommend the students to go for coaching institutions so that they have individual attentions. And it has been seen that even the best of best students might require some extra push to qualify in these entrance examinations, which is getting more and more competitive day by day. And the environment which the coaching institutions provide are generally very competitive and very result oriented, and it develops an attitude amongst the students to face these competitions. Coaching institutions is also very strangely being seen as a signal of high intellect, and it's a matter of social pride also. So signing up for any renowned coaching institution to scale up the grades or to score higher grades is something which is being associated as a social prestige also. And that is also one of the reasons why many parents send their wards to the coaching institutions. So primarily these are the reasons which is fostering the growth of the coaching industry in India. And what we are seeing is that Kota is the hub of the coaching industry. So I would request Dr. Nishikant to take the discussion forward and talk about how Kota developed as a as a city for known for its coaching industry, and what is peculiar about this Kota pedagogy. Over to Dr. Nishikant.
Thank you, Dr. Ashutosh Mishra, and thank you again, Mr. Maurya and his team. Well, talking about the Kota is not very unknown to anyone, with the esteemed participant, those who are watching this webinar. And Kota has created such a niche in everybody's mind regarding so far the intellectual is concerned. It's a very tiny city, in Rajasthan, and it is located on the bank of the river Chambal. And looking at the shape of the area, it's not that much of the significant, but what it has created a niche is that a mammoth image in the education sector. And in fact, recently our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Singh Modi, Bhai Modi, he has identified that coaching industry is such a huge area which has a significant contribution to all the country's revenue. And in fact, Kota he has named as a Kashi of education, and almost 1,500 crore rupees, that is the turnover which Kota is producing and giving to the various businessmen and to the country. At present, the city has a population of nearly 2 lakh students who are enrolled in the various engineering and medical colleges, institutions. And it was a story like, way back in 1996 when the large chemical factory located in the town called JK Synthetics, which has closed down now. So there were a lot of engineers who lost their jobs, and many of them who did not, wish to leave the town. And in that, among Dr. V.K. Vansal, who started giving the tuition to the students who were, aspiring to give the entrance examination to IIT and other medical colleges. So many more engineers followed the suit and entered the business of IIT and the pre-medical coaching, and slowly converted into the full-fledged industry. And presently, there are more than 100 coaching centers, operating in Kota. And there's a tremendous success of the Kota Institute, starting more and more students from across the country to come here and attend the IIT JEE and medical classes. So the students who come from the outside to study for the entrance in Kota, they're still, numbers is counting, and almost 10% of the total number of pre-medical and engineering colleges, they are now coming to Kota to fulfill their dream and desire. So talking about the Kota pedagogy, why it is so unique and peculiar, because Kota has given a highly qualified and passionate and the trained faculties across India. People from the IIT and from different NITs, they have left IIT, they have left their own venture, they have left their own offices, and they joined this passion, being a teacher. And all the course materials, they are highly researched and updated as per the latest trend, DPP as per the recent trend of the entrance examinations. And they prepare the students as competitive as the trends require. And it is absolutely the result-oriented environment they create. Their curriculum, the entire timetable is absolutely scheduled as per the time. Any doubt session, any discussion, every individual student have been given the opportunity to discuss and clear the doubts. And definitely, entire institution in Kota is professionally managed, and that's why it has created such a mark in the country, not only in India, but across the globe, and Kota gradually increasing day by day. Now I think I request our colleague, Mr. Asik Kunal, to take over the KTM model. Over to you, Mr. Kunal. Mr. Kunal, I think you have to unmute your mic.
Yeah, thank you to Franchiseindia team for providing me this opportunity to discuss about Kota Talent Academy, its business model, and the commercials about Kota Talent Academy's franchises. So in Kota Talent Academy, we are offering classes for the school excellence courses for class 6 to class 12, as well as we mentor them for NTSE, Olympiads, and along with this, we also prepare class 11, 12th students for their entrance examinations like engineering, for IIT JEE, for medical, and we feel that we are the first of its kind in India who offers varied courses under one roof. In core learning programs, in core classes, we offer physics, chemistry, biology, and maths for students from class 6 to class 12. And for the support classes, we are offering English, Hindi, Sanskrit, SST, computers, economics. So all these subjects are covered under one roof, under the core learning programs. And in competitive foundations now, it's in this competitive world, we prepare our students under class 10 for the various competitive examinations for NTSE, Olympiads, IJSO, and KVPY. Under the augmented learning programs, we have added values for the class for a student from 8 years onwards. For them, we are offering abacus, Vedic maths, handwriting, phonetics, magic tables, and magic cubes, Rubik cubes classes for students of class 8 from 8 years onwards. And for this, we have partnered with Aristo Kids. They have presence of 100+ centers pan India. They are the experts in the industry. For the STEM and robotics program, because under this new education policy, we have several coding and robotics classes being compulsory for class 6 onwards students. So for them, we are offering robotics, coding, game development courses. And for this, we have partnered with the STEM Robotics Academy International. They are our educational associates providing the know-how about robotics and game development. And all these courses are we have blended learning for the physical classroom as well as for the online classes, which are managed by our educational technology partner. The learning management system is offered by Unifinity Integrated Solutions, which is in Philippines. Now coming on to our values, like the organization is driven by our vision, mission, and values, and we are placed to promote a value-based culture of academic commitment, integrity, accountability, where our main orientation is on result and quality education for our students and satisfaction for the parents. Coming on to the next, what makes us strong? We feel we have able mentorship. Our management team, they are very experienced and they have a rich experience into education industry. Our R&D team has a constant focus on the pedagogy, curriculum design, and content creation, and we keep it updated throughout with our experts based out in Kota. An integrated educational model which facilitates deeper understanding of concepts. We use traditional and modern teaching tools, which is called to be blended learning, which wherein online and offline mode of teaching is offered to the students taking classes in our centers. Every thing in the academy is process oriented. So we have excellence in our processes. Academy, the organization, is ISO certified, and we had adopted online teaching systems and evaluations through KTA DZ Pro. We have a vertical KTA DZ Pro. Under that, we take the test series evaluations that is online. We cover all subjects under one roof. Under core classes, we cover physics, chemistry, maths, biology, and maths. Physics, chemistry, biology, and maths. And within the support classes, we cover English, Hindi, SST, economics. Nowadays, the students may not go for the same science option. They may also look for another subjects also. So we have provided all subjects under one roof. And in this XIIth, like we have the competitive foundation going around the year for the NTSE, IJSO, KVPY, and Olympiads. Like for the science Olympiads, for maths Olympiad, we prepare the students and we encourage them to take such competitive exams right in after class 6, 7 onwards. Exclusive exposures we provide through workshops and seminars. We keep on organizing several workshops for the students, co-curricular development, like we conduct memory and concentration workshop, which can enhance their memory through neuro-linguistic programming. We have complete a teenage support. We call it teen care. Under this teenage support, we have identified several issues, teen care, teenage issues. Like in the teenage students, they face emotional imbalances, and they due to their harmonic changes, they have several kind of distress they feel, and in this competition they also feel peer pressure. So we have psychological counseling, we have parenting programs, seminars. We also conduct yoga on weekly basis in our academy, meditation and life skills. So this is all about our strength. So why we should be partner? Why you should partner with us? As Dr. Ashutosh has discussed, the ASSOCHAM's survey report, where in a hopping number close to 87% of primary school children and up to 95% of the higher secondary, they attend private coaching classes. So this is the trend in India, and this survey was presented by ASSOCHAM. So there is a huge opportunity in the coaching industry. And since we have an innovative marketing approach, wherein our main focus is to maximize the sales and bring ROI for our partners. So our innovative marketing approach is not much cost based. It's more on sales oriented, how much sales we can drive it out. So we have low investment and high return model. It's a scalable and a proven business model, and we have been doing it from past so many years. And since we are also offering varied number of courses for different age group of students, so multi-monetising of same student at various stages of academics through multiple and differentiated offerings. Like we have for a student, those who are opting for science and technology based education, they may go for coding and robotics. We have an offering for them also. For a student of class 8 of 8 years onwards, We have offering of Vedic maths, abacus, magic tables, Rubik cubes, phonetics. So these are, we have different options for a student of different age group. So we may multi-monetize them at a different stage, and we may use our infrastructure at different times of the day so that we can bring out the ROI or outsized returns as much as possible. And we have competent management team. So in this, the management team keep on developing the pool of faculties, and we keep on training manpower. So what we expect from the business partner, how our business partner should be, we are offering this owner operated model, which is said to be FOFO model, franchisee owned, franchisee operated. In this model, we look for a partner, those who have professional with a genuine track record, those who may operate the business professionally. They should have interactive traits, and they should be dedicated towards the business, and they should have ethical approach towards business. They should have sound financial background to execute the financial expenditure of the business, and they should be professionally involved in the operations, because it is said that if you have personal involvement in the operations, day-to-day operations, you are bound to succeed. So now what we require from the business partner, what they should have and how should be the infrastructure and all. So for this school excellence program, we are looking for a 5 classroom center, wherein we should run class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in these all 5 classroom centers. So a floor area of 2,500 to 3,000 square feet floor area is required, wherein we should have educational edtech facilities, like must be projector or any learning tools must be internet equipped. And there should be a sitting capacity of 40 students per classroom, because 40 is the highest strength in a class we are looking at. We should have a counseling room, waiting area, faculty room, and a pantry provision for the basic hospitality of visitors and the faculty members. Under basic amenities, we look for a separate toilets for boys and girls, and there should be a parking facility for the visitors coming up for seeking admissions. For the parents, there should be a car parking or a bike parking. There should be a basic parking facility in the center. And as per the government guidelines, we should have a proper safety and security measures, because the safety and security is a major concern for the parents nowadays, those who are willing to send their children for the offline classes in the coaching academy. For the manpower recruitment, all hiring should be aligned with the guidelines of the Kota Talent Academy. At different stages, we keep you updated with the hiring process and the model, how we should hire manpower, like teachers are hired by the company and trained by the company, as well as different manpowers are hired jointly by the company and the franchisee. So hiring will be as per the guidelines provided by the Academy, Kota Talent Academy organization. Local marketing should be carried by the franchisee, and they should be responsible for student acquisition through local marketing. All marketing plan will be shared time to time by the company, and we should also support you in different marketing verticals. I'll come to that later on. In the center operations, the entire operations of the center, for the smooth operations of the center, the franchisee is responsible for that. Now coming on to franchisee support, which is the main USP of the organization, we have kept this franchisee support in 2 ways, like operational support and marketing support, what we are offering. So the support has been segregated into phases. One is pre-launch support and one is post-launch support. Before launching, we assist you to plan your infrastructure, how to design the classroom, where should be the counseling room, where should be the washroom, and how should be the entry and exit in the academy. So we provide you the infrastructure setup guidelines, and we assist you in the manpower hiring and training of the manpower. The entire process, because I said earlier, the academy is run through a well-defined process, for right from an inquiry till the admission till the exit of a student. Everything is process oriented. So this process setup is to be done at the franchisee center, and the training process training keeps on going throughout the year. time to time to the center manager, to the counselor, to the faculty members, and even to the peon of, or the office boy or office girl, those who are taking care of the hospitality in the center. So faculty orientation training before hiring the faculty, after hiring the faculty, before posting them at your center location, we train them well so that they should take care of the quota pedagogy model we implemented at your center, and guide should come. Post launch support, coming on after launch, what we are in operation, what we all are providing, implementing quota managing pedagogy. Like there are different techniques of teaching and engaging a student in a classroom and taking their feedback time to time, and taking the feedback of their parents, evaluating them, keeping the records of their their test marks and all. So the entire quota teaching pedagogy is being implemented by our faculties. And for the manpower training and upgradation, that keeps on going time to time throughout the year. Faculty refresher training, twice in a year we conduct this faculty refresher training, because each and every faculty should remain updated with the affairs going on in the education industry for the entrance examinations, and like any change in syllabus is to be adapted by our faculties time to time. And for the students retention tracking, we based on customer relationship management. So if there is any dropout in the in the students strength, we may lose the business. So students retention tracking is done time to time. And what we provide you complete support in the CRM, customer relationship management. Academic and infrastructure audit, because this is one part wherein we need to keep our academic resources and facilities at place throughout the year. So there should not be any gap in academic facilities and infrastructure. So an audit by the company will keep on going on a periodicity, defined periodicity within a year. We have we provide app for the effective communication among parents, students, and the academy, because this is one part wherein timely communication to the parents is required. We should communicate them time to time about the development, about the test marks, about their fee, and about the feedback of the faculty, about the homework done or not. So an app is provided to the parent for this. Course planner, the entire course curriculum is pre-planned, and as per the course planner, the faculty takes the classes and conduct the test, and that is pre-communicated to the parents which chapter is to be taught at on what time and when the test shall happen. So the course planner shall be shared. Test series for NTSE, Olympiads, IJSO, we have test series, we have online test series and offline test series for this NTSE Olympiads, because test series is one of the main factor of success in NTSE and Olympiads. Along with teaching, test series is very much important. So ERP software, we provide the ERP software for a smooth center operation that starts from an ERP, has all the modules, like when you handle one inquiry, when leads are generated in the market, after the lead generation, inquiry, and the admissions, and handling and admissions, providing study material to the admitted students, and receiving their feedback, sending them birthday messages. So everything is integrated, even the billing of the billing and generating invoices, everything is integrated through the ERP software. So we have automated these all processes through ERP. Now there is a regular process monitoring, and along with this operational support, we provide the marketing support, which is as follows. And the pre-launch support, before launching, we work on the we provide you all the artwork of all marketing collaterals. Artwork, we mean to say the designs of all the marketing collaterals, the pamphlets, the hoardings, and every sort of these collaterals are these designs are provided by the company. You need not to work on this part. You just need to develop it and get it executed. Lead generation activities, we provide you the lead from your own city, from where the center location is, and those leads are provided to you time to time. You just need to call them and convert them for the admissions. That is through the digital marketing. We plan it, lead generation. Marketing campaign plan, what marketing plan suits to your town, to your city, and that can bring out more business. It's more about marketing campaign. So we provide you the plan for the marketing campaign. And online marketing support is being provided by the company. We take care of the entire search engine optimization and social media optimization. Your center should be reflected on all the digital presence will be there. That is taken care by the company. School seminar, PPT, recorded jingles, these all are provided by the company, so that like if you want to run on FM, radio FM, so recorded jingles will be there. You need not to cost of the jingles. So these all will be provided by the company. Launch plan, we share you the plan, how to launch the center, so that the expenditure should also be controlled, and there should be a huge awareness in your city about the brand being launched in your city. We provide a basic welcome kit that comprises of more than 30 items. That welcome kit is a basic logistics support, because if you're starting a business, you should have the inquiry form, admission form, your basic stationaries, standees. So these all are under this welcome kit, the franchisee certificate. So a welcome kit is provided by the company. Post launch support, after launching the center at your after launching, we keep on providing you the lead throughout the year, so that we can keep creating a pool, and the pool of inquiries should keep on going throughout the admission cycle. So the marketing campaigns and lead generation is an ongoing activity that keeps on going. CRM activities to maintain a good relationship with the customer, with the parents. We plan the CRM activities at your center and in your town, along with the centers available in that town. We plan it together or separately. And expert guidance on psychometric tests and career counseling sessions are to be organized at your city location, so that huge brand awareness should happen. Online marketing support that keeps on going throughout the year, and the company takes the responsibility of doing this marketing support and generating leads. Now coming on to commercials. So the investment pattern is divided in four major area, which is the partnership fee is 7.5 lakhs, which is a structure would cost 7 rupees. A STEM coding and robotics lab, a dedicated lab is to be established at your academy. It incurs the cost of 2.5 lakhs of rupees, and the marketing expense that comes up to like pre-launch and after post-launch, the marketing expenses is 3 lakhs of rupees. So altogether it's 20 lakh of rupees the project cost would be, and the duration of the contract would be 10 years. This is renewable after 10 years, and upon our relationship, it will be renewed. Now coming on to royalty. So we have very unique model of royalty sharing with the franchisee partner, which is the best in the industry. And we been growing together. As you grow, the company grows together. So like up to 150 students, the royalty is only 2.5%. So out of the total revenue, only 2.5% royalty is shared by the franchisee partner to the company. Now for admissions between 151 to 200, on this particular 50 students, 5% royalty is there, not on cumulative. This is on only 50 students from 151 to 200. Now then 201 to 250, on these 50 students, only 10% royalty is there. And now above 251, the royalty is 15%. Royalty is 15%. So now there is no royalty on the augmented learning programs. As we discussed, augmented learning programs is magic tables, Rubik cubes, handwriting, phonetics, Vedic maths, abacus. On these all courses, we do not take any royalty, and that all the benefits of this royalty goes to the franchisee partner. And there is a 50% royalty on the STEM and robotics program, because these all STEM and robotics programs are online based teaching. The entire cost is taken care by the company, and there is 50% royalty. Now coming on the return on investment. So we have planned this return on investment on different number of students. So the first vertical is on 100 students, 200 students, and 300 students, and 400 students. So that we can understand in this way the average fee which comes for 6, 7, class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 students. The average fee including GST is 28,500 only. And the gross revenue of 100 students, that comes up to 28,50,000. Now net revenue after GST, the revenue comes up to 24,15,254 rupees. This is net revenue after GST. So the net revenue, the average fee after GST is 24,153 rupees. This is the average fee for class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 students. Now, the other programs fee are charged in this way. In the augmented learning programs, if we enroll 100 students, so fees which is taken is rupees 700 per student per month. This is not included. 700 is 700 plus GST is taken. So 700 per student per month. If we charge, if we do 100 students, it would be 8,40,000. Now in the STEM and robotics vertical, if we enroll 100 students in this vertical, we are receiving 100 rupees, 100 per student per month. And so that is coming up to 12 lakhs of rupees. So net revenue after GST, including this augmented learning and STEM robotics, this is 20,40,000. So the total income upon 100 student generated by a business partner is 44,55,254 rupees. Now coming on to expenditure, these are the different heads of the expenditure. The royalty on core learning programs, as I said, that up to 150 students, the royalty is only 2.5%. So the royalty on 100 students, this is 60,382 rupees. Now the royalty on STEM and robotics is 6 lakh of rupees, 50% of 12 lakh. 50% of 12 lakh is coming up to 6 lakh of rupees. On manpower cost, we have a budgeted amount of 20 lakh rupees. And for the space and for the space rent, it's 3,60,000 for an year. And for this study materials, 3,000 per student. And we also provide you DZ Pro subscription for the online learning for the student. So online resources for the online learning. So DZ Pro and study materials that cost 3,000 per student. So it's 3 lakh of rupees. This is the cost. And then the marketing cost, we have busted 3 lakh, because 3 lakh was the marketing cost, which is included in the project cost, pre-launch cost. After launch, the marketing keeps on going throughout the year. So we have busted 3 lakhs more on this marketing. And miscellaneous, we have taken in account the miscellaneous cost for any kind of unseen cost. It's we have taken it to 1,20,000. So the total expenditure is 37,40,382 rupees. Now coming on to the net profit is 7,40,000. And the investment is 20 lakhs of rupees. So ROI, we are assuming an ROI of 36% in the first year. So this is the ROI this is the 36% ROI is on 100 students. So in this way, if we get enrollment of 200 students, the ROI varies in this way. And for 300 students and for 400 students subsequently, the ROI, can you please minimize the slide so that ROI is not seen? I'm unable to see the ROI.
We can see that. We can see that.
Yeah, fine, sir. So this is the ROI for the 200, 300, and 400 students. Now coming on to the next. Yeah, coming on to next slide. So this is how we organize different engaging events. This is in 2018. We have organized Parents Interaction Program, and we have invited one educationist from Kota, Mr. Kapil Gupta. I had addressed the event. He was a CEO of Bansal Classes earlier. So Parents Interaction Program was held on 2018. In 2018, wherein the parents were there, and in 2019 we had organized 2 days KTA, Kota Talent Academy Memory and Concentration Camp. And this is how life at that KTA happens, the counseling being done in the school, and different teen care activities in the apartments, and the picnic program, and the yoga classes in the academy, and mentoring and motivational classes in the academy. And this is how STEM and robotics engaging classroom happens. This is what our achievement, our media talks about our achievement. So we have been covered by different media time to time, and this is all about Kota Talent Academy. And we would be inviting question and answers, and I would like to invite Mr. Vishwa Singh, our CEO of and Chief Strategist of Kota Talent Academy, to address the question and answers and to summarize the entire KTA model. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll take a quick few minutes to just summarize what my colleagues have briefed just now. My colleagues have briefed about the opportunity of coaching industry in India, Kota and Kota pedagogy, and the KTA model about the ROI and all. So, and the operational support, marketing support, which we will be offering pre and post launch to our franchise partners. The break-even is at 80 students only. So, and the payback period is in second year only. So before handing over for question and answer session, I would like to add some points like about the history of KTA, that when the idea of KTA was conceived, a small research was done in Kota to find out the ratio of candidates coming from different parts of the country. During the research, it was found that approximately 70% of the candidates coming to Kota belong to eastern part of the country, like UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Orissa, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh states, etc. So after that, it was decided to start KTA from eastern part of India. During the course of interaction, one of our promoters had a link in Ranchi. We had discussed the idea of opening a KTA center over there, and he agrees. Thus, the first center of KTA was established in Ranchi in November 17. After that, the count started, and currently we have 3 centers in Ranchi, 1 in Hazaribagh. So, in totality, we have currently 4 centers operational in Jharkhand. Idea is to reach to all major cities of these 6 states in next 3 years, and our motto is Kota pedagogy at neighborhood. Now, there is a big opportunity. You'll agree that in the current pandemic scenario, parents will avoid to send their words to Kota for at least a couple of years, till the time memory will fed up that how the students struggled to come back to their home this summer only. This will be a big opportunity if Kota reaches to their city and nearby city. No parents would like to send their word outside it. So we are looking for partners to operate the business on owner-operated model for our school excellence center, class 6 to 10th. It is a neighborhood model, and owner-operated model will ensure close monitoring and guidance. This is a high-touch business, and we need to ensure 100% implementation of our model. If done so, our channel partners are bound to succeed. So with this, I would like to hand over the forum to Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am for question and answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Singh. Thank you very much, and very elaborate presentation. And I think every panelist beautifully presented on their opportunity, obviously about the opportunity of what the Kota methodology has been, and it's been very, very popular. And I've been saying this for many years that while this is good that coaching really got excelled in Kota and some other pockets in India, but the coaching is something which has to go along with your regular education, especially when you are a younger kids are there. So it's very difficult to send them into environments which are not known, and the kind of struggle they pass through in that piece. If this can be brought closer to their, their schools or their homes or places like that, where they can easily study in the comfort of their home and with safety, I think it can become a big opportunity. And so that's where the opportunity and that's where the need gap you are trying to fulfill. And I still feel that the coaching itself is about $8 billion business, and still I think a lot of room to go in terms of improving the efficiency, building the better capabilities, and technology is now helping. I also liked in your business model that you have core programs, and then you have a lot of complementing programs, which also can be part of filling the the whole time trading hours of the center, because the problem with coaching is that some hours becomes very extensive, or I think in some hours you don't have much to do. So you're paying rent for the center, you're paying for the infrastructure, but you're not doing it. With all these programs, you can bring in multiple opportunities at different age groups and so on and so forth. So let's start with a little bit questions, and we will divide these questions into what I call the background of the organization and you as a founding team. So you would like to give a little bit of a founding team, how strong your team is, while we have done the introduction, but what is the kind of founding team? Because people always look at who are they investing with. So that's one question. Then we'll go back to the business model itself, while you beautifully explained. And this is what I feel that a lot of times companies fail to explain, that because you've done from 100 to 400. Performing centers can go to 400 kids, and you can start with 100, and you also gave that 80 student is their minimum break-even level. So we'll like to revisit, maybe Sonia also can pick up some questions on that, and we try to get deeper into the financial model and the business model. And I also like to know that how much timeline it will take for people to reach, say, target of 200. I'm not saying take it 400, maybe 200, and what kind of cost of acquisition really goes into that, what kind of marketing spend they need to really do to get that kind of a model. So these are two starting points. Give the little bit background about the founding team and the background for the 4 centers, how centers are performing, a little bit about currently what the business is of yours, so that there is a background being established, and then we go into the business model. Over to you, Mr. Singh.
Okay, thanks. So, there are 4 members in the founding team. Dr. Mishra is our academic strategist. He's a professional educator who strives for innovative ways to teach the students. He meticulously determines the students' need and work diligently to provide the best suited approach, curriculum, and strategy to ensure all the students achieve their academic goals. And he is into academics for last 20 years. Similarly, Dr. Nishikant Kumar, he is also academic strategist, a passionate education expert, and he is having exposure of corporate as well as academic excellence for last 22 years. Then Mr. Kunal, he is heading the franchise development and support, and he is responsible for partnership development, growth, and he was the founder member from day one, and most of the strategies and operational ideas were generated by Mr. Kunal. And Vishwa, I'm having 20 years of experience in marketing with FMCG, telecom, and media industry, and I have extensively worked in different part of country. And I have experience in business development, distribution management, client servicing, and I was part of launch team of many organizations, and I got the opportunity to design and implement product commercialization plan to ensure successful execution of company strategies. And that's how all 4 of us get together and plan to start this Kota Talent Academy, how to reach to each and every city of country. Like just now I told you that 70% of students from eastern part of country goes to Kota for their test preparation, and also why not to reach to their city and give them Kota pedagogy, Kota study material, and Kota way of learning in their hometown only. Coming back to the second point, that what will be the business model. In year 1, we are planning for 100 students. Actually, whatever model we are suggesting or offering, this is what we have developed in last 3 years. So in our first year of operation in our first center, we got more than 100 students. So we found that this is the number which is very easily achievable. And then we introduced this augmented learning and various other courses to bring down the break-even. Initially, the break-even was at around 120 students, now which has come down to 80 students from this year. And as far as 200 students are concerned, we can very easily reach in second year of operations.
Very helpful. So second year of operations, you can reach to entire thing. The first year,
Yeah.
I think you should start with one season and maybe start with 75 to 80 or 100 students.
Correct.
And
Correct.
then the next year it goes to entire thing. Because a lot of
Correct.
students stay back, because if they join early classes, then they
Yeah.
continue to have the same coaching setup for a few years. Now, another question, we have a senior consultant in Calcutta, Monica ji. She's asking कि ये जो programs हैं, obviously CBSE based हैं या ICSE भी cover करते हैं?
हम लोग दोनों कवर करते थे, लेकिन सीबीएसई के स्कूल्स ज्यादा हैं, बच्चे ज्यादा होते हैं, दैट्स व्हाई हम लोगों ने इसको फिर सीबीएसई फोकस्ड रखा। और अभी हम जो स्कूल एक्सीलेंस सेंटर की बात कर रहे हैं वो सीबीएसई बेस्ड होंगे।
सीबीएसई होगा या स्टेट बोर्ड्स भी काफी हद तक क्लोज होते हैं सीबीएसई प्रोग्राम के ही, तो
करेक्ट,
we can cover that. So,
and if we get enough number of students for ICSE, we can start a separate batch for ICSE also. That provision is there.
हाँ जी। तो अब थर्ड क्वेश्चन मैं लेता हूँ थोड़ा रोल आउट के ऊपर, क्योंकि अब अपनी जो प्रेजेंस है अभी ईस्ट में ज्यादा है और ईस्ट में अपॉर्चुनिटी भी बहुत ज्यादा है, स्पेशली ईस्ट के अंदर वेस्ट बंगाल, नॉर्थ ईस्ट। तो क्या प्रेफरेंस वाइज हम पैन इंडिया जाना चाहेंगे या पहले हम कुछ मार्केट्स को ज्यादा फोकस करेंगे और जहां पर हमारे को लगता है कि अपॉर्चुनिटी, दैट्स वन क्वेश्चन। Second, I will also like to say that a lot of people come to us for area or a master franchise. उनमें एबिलिटी होती है, जैसे मैं अगर आपसे छत्तीसगढ़ ले लूँ तो रायपुर में एक सेंटर खोलूँ, स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट एक्सीलेंस सेंटर, ट्रेन द ट्रेनर, एंड देन आगे फ्रेंचाइज करूँ, तो मेरी एक और इनकम भी बन जाती है कि मैं सब फ्रेंचाइजिंग भी कर सकता हूँ। क्या आप ओपन हो गए फॉर मास्टर फ्रेंचाइज ऑल्सो? और अगर हम स्टेट वाइज मास्टर फ्रेंचाइज दें, क्योंकि बहुत बड़ी बड़ी स्टेट्स हैं इंडिया के अंदर, अगर आप यूपी देखें, एमपी देखें, एमपी अलोन कैन बी of 50 सेंटर मार्केट, बहुत बड़ी डिमांड है, बहुत बड़ा डिमांड है, बहुत बड़े स्कूल क्लस्टर्स हैं वहाँ पर, और एजुकेशन और कोचिंग में भी बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटी है। सो कुछ ही हब्स हैं, इंदौर बहुत बड़ा एजुकेशन हब बन गया, लेकिन इंदौर के बाहर बात करें तो बहुत सारे सिटीज़ हैं जिनमें अभी इतनी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है कोचिंग की। सो 2 questions for you.
First part, yes, we are focusing in eastern part of country because of the research which we had done at the time of conceiving the idea of starting Kota Talent Academy. 70% students from this part goes to Kota for their test preparation and all. तो हमने जो अभी जो प्रायोरिटाइज करा है उसमें हम लोगों ने 6 स्टेट को प्रायोरिटाइज करा है जहां हम अपना ऑपरेशंस रन करेंगे। ये 6 स्टेट में झारखंड जहां हम ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं, अपार्ट फ्रॉम झारखंड बिहार इज देयर, उड़ीसा, वेस्ट बंगाल, ईस्टर्न यूपी, छत्तीसगढ़, ये सारे जो कॉन्टिग्यूअस ज्योग्राफी हैं, इन ज्योग्राफीज में हम स्टार्ट करेंगे अपना फ्रेंचाइज रोल आउट, और उसके बाद फिर हम अदर पार्ट ऑफ कंट्री में अपना एक्सपेंशन करेंगे। सेकेंड पार्ट इज शैल वी गो फॉर मास्टर फ्रेंचाइज और स्टेट फ्रेंचाइज। तो अभी हमारा कोई मास्टर फ्रेंचाइज या स्टेट फ्रेंचाइज का कोई ऐसा प्लान नहीं है। हम लोग यूनिट फ्रेंचाइज में जाने का प्लान किए हुए हैं और हम यूनिट फ्रेंचाइज में जाएंगे। और हमने अपना जो टीम स्ट्रेंथ और जो हमने अपना पूरा सपोर्ट सिस्टम जो खड़ा किया हुआ है वो उसी हिसाब से तैयार किया हुआ है कि हम इसको यूनिट फ्रेंचाइज के रूप में ही रोल आउट करेंगे।
That's very helpful. That's quite helpful. Sonia, your questions, you want to take up some questions? एंड ये 6 स्टेट से अगर कोई भी हमारा मेंबर है जो अभी इस कॉल पे जितने भी लोग हैं, अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हैं अपने पर्टिकुलर सिटी के लिए, जैसे उन्होंने बोला बिहार, दे आर वेरी कीन, ईस्टर्न यूपी दे आर वेरी कीन, छत्तीसगढ़ वेरी कीन, एंड उड़ीसा, झारखंड, एंड ये भी होम मार्केट्स हैं, दीज आर ऑल होम मार्केट्स। एनी अदर एरियाज ऑल्सो इफ यू हैव इंटरेस्ट, यू कैन, दे कैन कंसिडर इफ देयर इज अ कंपेलिंग case and a profile, they obviously can do it, but these are very big priority markets for them, and I also feel that there is a huge opportunity in these markets. Sonia, over to you.
Thank the entire management and leadership team of KTA, especially Mr. Singh, Dr. Ashutosh, Dr. Nishikant, and Kunalji. So I'll take up some questions, and we equally feel this industry is big. There's a great potential. There are almost about 20 lakh students every year who take coaching. And the last few months, we have actually seen how the coaching industry has also reinvented their business models and integration of a lot of modern tools, which we also witnessed in your presentation. So I'll take my first question, which is based on blended learning, which is personalized education, because we did talk about these 5 classrooms, and with blended learning also coming in, do you think in the next 6 or 7 months of time, because the session generally starts after the exams are over, 10th and 11th, and also for various other courses. So do you think somebody already has infrastructure but would not want to develop at this point in time, and can develop maybe in the next 6 months of time, and the initial investment in that case would comparatively be less? So why I'm asking is because a lot of people are not coming to the centers. They're doing a hybrid structure where some courses are taken online and some of these are classroom centric. While we also understand the situation will not remain same, and maybe in the next 6 or 7 months time, you would need the entire infrastructure to be in place. So do you suggest, or do you want to comment on that, how this infrastructure should be developed over a period of time?
Yeah, sure. See, we were also into classroom coaching till this March, right? After this COVID and all, we also changed. We learned that how to live and how to grow in the current scenario also. We adopted technology. We adopted this blended form of teaching. So now we are onto online mode. And we also know very well that even after the COVID goes or the vaccine will come, fear will go away, but this online mode of teaching will remain there. So there should be a blended form of learning. So what we have done, we have divided our entire course into 2 parts. One is core program and second is the support program. Core program will be doing online classroom, like physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology. These classes will be done online. But the support classes like SST, Hindi, Sanskrit, English, all those classes will be done online, right? So this will remain same, and this is also a cost-effective model. By doing this, you will be saving your infra cost, you will be saving faculty cost and all. And we have redesigned our offering so that our franchises are not going to spend on faculty for these support courses. Support class will be organizing centrally online. So from our central team will run these classes, support classes, and the core classes will be done on classroom basis on the center. Yeah.
Very helpful, Mr. Singh. Another question which I want to pick up is again from one of our partners in East India, Mr. Dilip Pandey. He's talking very specific.
Lead that because he's based out of Jharkhand and he can lead this piece. So over to you.
Yeah, so he's in fact wanting to understand on Jharkhand, because Jharkhand also has a big potential. And are we targeting each of the cities, important cities of Jharkhand, or only the major cities is something he wants a little bit of explanation?
Yeah, sure. See, in Jharkhand, there are 24 districts, right? So obviously, we can target all the 24 district headquarters. But there are some district headquarters which are very less comparatively and in the rural in nature. So barring those 4 or 5 district headquarters, we can target at least 20 district headquarters for our franchise rollout. There are some district headquarters which are big, like Ranchi. Ranchi has a potential of 5-6 franchise. Currently, we have 3. We can add 3 more in Ranchi. Similarly, Jamshedpur has a potential of 4-5 franchise. Similarly, Dhanbad has a potential of 2-3 franchise. Bokaro has a potential of 2 franchise. So if we target only these 20 districts and that 2 district headquarters, we are going to have around 35 to 40 franchise in Jharkhand.
Low, right?
And
That's
we need focus. Rather, we should take a big focus on which Dilip ji can lead. We can do a big focus on creating a strong cluster. We always believe that any market, any brand which does well builds a very, very strong cluster in a particular market.
Correct, and there will be inductive effect also. Once Jharkhand will be a strong market for us, and we will have presence in all the major cities of Jharkhand, then it will help us to grow in West Bengal, which is a neighboring state, then Orissa, neighboring state, Bihar is a neighboring state. So all these 3 states we can target very easily, and we can get franchise partners in the neighboring towns quite easily.
I think one question which I want to, in fact, take up is also on the faculty or the talent training. How is that done? And will that be the responsibility of the institute, or it will come from the local partner, as in the acquisition of this talent? So one is acquisition, wherein help onboard the talent for the center. The second is the training part of it.
So there are two types of manpower in a center. One is the teaching and second is non-teaching. So we provide teaching faculty, teaching manpower, right? So we create pool of teachers throughout year pan India from our various sources. So this is our responsibility to create the pool. Secondly, we try to provide regional teachers for better connectivity. A person, I mean, a teacher from Bengal can teach better in Bengal rather than sending him to Punjab. So we believe in that philosophy that if the person belongs to Bengal, he should be based at Bengal, he should be placed at Bengal. Thirdly, we all the teachers are trained as per the Kota pedagogy. We provide them training. There are two types of training. One is orientation training at the time of recruitment, and second is the refresher training, which we keep providing to our teachers time to time, at least once in a quarter.
Okay. The last question, maybe along with it, which I want to take, because of now a hybrid or blended learning coming into play. So one talent we have at the center, and there also is there a possibility, or do you do that? There's another talent which is sitting maybe at a centralized location, which is also imparting certain guest lectures or important lectures. Is that integrated in the model?
Yeah, absolutely. This is very much integrated in the model. We have various guest lecturers who keep giving lecture. We also provide video of those guest lectures. So this is there. This is part of our teaching.
I think last question which I like to take is on the profile of people. Are there any specific, based on your own experience of the centers and partners that are running, any specific profile that you think is more valuable, or some kind of people who actually do well in this category? So would you want to maybe expand on that too?
See,
of the franchisees.
If you would have seen Kunal's presentation, he had very specifically mentioned owner-owned model. He didn't mention FOFO, right? So we want owner to own and owner to operate, rather than franchise to own and hand it over to the manager to operate, right? So the owner is a person, I mean, obviously owner should be literate, committed, and since he's investing 20 lakhs, so he'll be giving his time, and once he'll give his personal time to manage the center, the output will be better than any of the manager he'll hire at whatever salary he'll be paying. So we want committed, learned, preferably young generation to come forward, start this coaching, because we are not only providing the traditional teaching of class 6 to 10 or 11, augmented classes, coding, robotics, everything. So they more rather than a person who has
hands-on person who's involved in day-to-day operations of the business is needed. I'll take maybe one last question, Mr. Vijay. He's asked that again. Maybe Mr. Singh, would you want to reflect upon maybe the last few years of achievement of some of the students? That's something he in fact wants to know. If
yeah, sure. I would like to share some of the achievements of our students. Like this year only, our result was 100% in class 10. 8% students scored more than 95% marks, and 20% students scored more than 90%, and overall 60% students scored more than 80% marks in class 10. Right. So this is what the credential we are having, and from our 3 centers which are currently operational in Jharkhand.
Very, very helpful, Mr. Singh. I think we've kind of taken up all important questions, and I see one inquiry from West Bengal also. So Mr. Sudeep, you're also open for West Bengal and certain locations which maybe I want to reiterate and repeat for the audience, which are focus is obviously Rajasthan, West Bengal, Jharkhand, UP East, Orissa, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, and also maybe Punjab. So these are the states where you want to go in the very first phase. Mr. Singh, you want to add on to that? Because this is the list which I felt, because I have some inquiries where people are
No, I mean, so first 6 states geographies which we are targeting right now is Jharkhand, Bihar, Orissa, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, and UP East.
UP East.
Yeah.
And Rajasthan. Okay. And Anuragji will share the details with you. In fact, I think you might have missed on that presentation. We'll share the entire presentation and the infrastructure requirements over an email to you. And we can also connect with the team at KTA sometime in this week where more details can be sought and a conversation could take place. So with this, I'd like to thank Mr. Singh, you and the entire team who's come here today to present to all the audience. And before we do that, maybe last message that you want to give to the entire audience, Mr. Singh, and who's listening live also to you and present in the webinar.
So for that, I would like to invite Dr. Mishra. He was very, he wanted to share something. So
Sure,
Dr. Mishra, why don't you take the last one? You're not audible. Please unmute.
The last slide which was there, Vishwa sir.
Yeah, yeah.
The screen is shared. Is it still? It's still shared.
No, it's not shared. I'll share it. Just a second. Yeah.
The last line from us is evident from the last slide that we are showing. So it's for our audiences, for all our viewers to grab this opportunity. And we are looking forward for a mutual growth and association.
Absolutely, and this is well said. Opportunities are never lost. Someone will take the ones you miss. Seize the moment. You always have to seize the moment. There is always a time to decide. So great presentation by the entire panel, and we see a great merit in your expansion, especially in the markets you've really done. I think we will see the year on year the company should grow and get to the next level, and Franchiseindia is committed to help you reach out to potential investors and people who are also looking for right opportunity. I feel that these opportunities are always great. It takes some effort in 6, 7, 8 months to really establish your center. Never compromise on your facility, never compromise on your entire thing, and focus on results. Coaching business is all based on results. If your center, and each center is unique. People start early. If you open up, say, any particular city, you open up in Jamshedpur. Now your center in Jamshedpur, results of that center in Jamshedpur ensure that how your business is going to run in times to come. And so you need to really see that every center has to perform. And but there is a huge opportunity in the whole space. And so thank you very much. Thanks for the discussion. Sonia, any points from your side, and then we can call
I'd like to thank again. I think if you want to take a date, because I see some of our viewers who are asking for a presentation and little bit clarity on maybe some of the points that we shared in the model, and we can perhaps connect sometime in this week, maybe Saturday or a Friday, any of the 2 days. If the team is available, we can connect prospective viewers who are attending this with you after you filter the profile of all the investors who have come in. So any date, Mr. Singh, that you want to recommend? So in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll filter the interest which has come to us, and we'll bring that interest to you for a one-on-one.
Yeah, we can do it on Saturday, Friday, Saturday, anytime. Whatever date you will confirm, we'll take out time.
Pick it up for Saturday, and Ashna, you can block that for Saturday this week.
Saturday this week. Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Singh, once again. I'd like to pass on to Archana for her final closing remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, the entire team of Kota Talent Academy, for coming and talking to all our potential business buyers today and presenting your business model. We would like to thank all our attendees who have attended session today. We try to cover most of the pointers. Still, you want more clarity on Kota Talent Academy, as well as you want to block your Discovery Day slot, please reach out to us at our business hotline number, which is 97176838838. For the reference of all, I've written that on your chat books. We request you to please save this number. This is a business hotline number, which is directly monitored by Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am. Please save this number in your phone book so that you get a regular updates from our side. Through this number, on a daily basis, we do broadcast. Once you save it, then only you'll be able to receive the documents from our side. We invite suggestions, feedback, queries at the same business hotline number. Also, to inform you, you can connect with the management team of Franchiseindia at their respective LinkedIn IDs. That's the information I have given to you. We would like to thank Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am for sharing their advice. The recorded version of this particular webinar and rest of the webinar is available at the Facebook page of Franchiseindia Brands Limited. That's the site where you can go and you can rewatch all the previously done webinar. Before you go, we invite you for tomorrow's 12 p.m. webinar. Tomorrow, we are inviting you for 123rd edition of this series. And tomorrow, we are presenting you a brand which comes from Delhi, the Nut Lounge, the brand which is a perfect combination of how they are using the latest technology and enjoying the legacy. Imagine the brand which is established in 1926 by VKC Nets Private Limited. That's the brand we are presenting you tomorrow. Do not miss this chance and join the journey of this superior brand. They're into dry fruits and I'm so sorry, they are into nuts and dry foods brand. So do not miss this chance. Please join us tomorrow where the CEO and the MD of Nut Lounge coming and talking about their business idea. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
everyone.
Gaurav sir. Thank you, Sonia ma'am. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, man.